Gonna paint my husband's favorite bench to get it weatherized with a little company from some red vines and a snow day kid who's snuggling her cat watching movies. Pretty ideal, right in the living room. Lizzie. Got my bench painted. Pretty blue color. Pretty exciting. We're gonna do a work day and get all kinds of projects done, including burning the big pile. Maybe even getting a little seeds planted that are the kind that you're supposed to put out well before the last frost. That'll be exciting. Yeah, that'll be exciting. So, yeah. Pretty, huh? Yeah. It's better than it was, that's for sure. Water's still pretty high, but not quite as high.
Touch it up. Is that thing?
Yeah.
It's not broken anymore.
Smile, you're on YouTube.
Hi.
Water started, no small feat. I have to admit, I have an inner pyro person. And of course, soon to be fireman's son helping. Huh? Yeah, there you go. It's looking pretty good. That's hot enough. It'll get all that green stuff burned. I don't know, it's lunchtime, I think. What do you think?
I was asking what time it was.
Go. Projects, projects, projects. It's actually kind of fun to get a whole bunch done in one day. I tried these to see if that helps a little bit with my recording audio. My husband's helping me get stuff on the fire, but we have chopped down this dead tree up here. So I know it looks like we're just practically logging the property, but we have a view on the back side of the property that we're opening up. And then, like I said, this tree was dead. There's a couple of them that have been dead for a long time. We just haven't tended them. So look what we did. We took the top off, and I'm gonna put a big, huge birdhouse up there. So now it's my job to help drag remnant branches over to the burn pile. But I'm now on the way. If I don't pick too big a one, I'll show you what I got done over here. Yes, breathing hard. I pruned a decorative apple tree that's been on my property since we moved here. And I pruned a fig tree. Now the fig tree I pruned ruthlessly last year and pruned myself right out of fruit. I did that with my snowball bush too, thinking I was doing all awesome. So I watched some good old YouTube videos and learned a little bit better. And so this is my decorative apple. So there should be some apples on it this year. And then over there, right there is the fig tree. And I just took off some of the really tall ones that were going to be way too tall for fruit, and the second year branches to see if I could get it to keep the fruit nice and low. So I also planted a wisteria along the back fence line, which I have wanted a wisteria for a really long time, and I've been a little afraid to get one because they're a super invasive vine and they can actually grow up on structures and weight them down. And so I've been kind of afraid. So I told my husband we're gonna plant it, and if it gets too big, well, chop it all out and get it done. But I really want those big old purple blooms. So, all right, Muscles, can you take this one and throw it on? He's good that way, Muscles. I'm videoing you for a sec. Check it out. Dark, but hard day, huh? It's kind of nice, huh?
Yes.
Got a lot of stuff done. Got a peach tree planted and pruned, and an apple tree moved and transplanted and pruned. It's supposed to be decent enough weather for it. We'll see. We'll see. Ah, that's warm. Feels good. Doggies think so too. So this is the conclusion to that project I showed you the other day where my daughter Lucy was helping me paint the bench, and then we painted these afterwards. I'll show you a picture of what they looked like before we got started. Maybe I'll put that on before this video. And then here they are. So these bird houses were made by Tim's grandpa, and he's been passed away for years now, and we've had them for a long time. And this one and this one only had, were bare. They didn't have paint. This one had some paint on it, but it had lots of surface that wasn't covered. And then this one, I looked at the bottom, we had a date on it that was given to us by them as a Christmas present in 1997. Ah, I date myself. So this birdhouse is older than all of my children. Isn't that how it works? So they're not highly functioning birdhouses because they have too big of holes or too many holes or different things like that. But they sure are fun. And so I repainted them. My whole goal was to be able to put them outside, but to have them be protected from the weather for a while. So of course we had to play around and draw some cherry blossoms on that one and make that one. So they're just really fun, and I'm really happy. So now we just have to find, we have to make secure posts for them and where we're going to put them. And so we have some ideas, and when I get around to that, I'm sure I'll update. But this is the conclusion of that project. What a motivator to waiting for spring and all the pretty flowers to paint something that will actually have color even in the winter next year. So the idea was to make it so they'd be weatherproof on the ceilings and the roofs and stuff, so they would last a good, good long time outside.